Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe.
Hey everyone, this is Kenny back at you today with a video, juicy F150s. So today what we're going to be working on is a enclosed speaker box for my wife's truck. We just got her a small little kicker 10 with a 400.1 RMS kicker amp, and we're just going to be putting a little bit of bass in it to level out the system. I don't want to knock down the street or anything, but the difference between this box and the last box that we're doing is this box is going to be sealed. The one that I have with my 12 in my truck is ported. So I'm going to try to do as much compare and contrast as I can with the things that I do in the videos. So I'm not trying to have the trucks identical. Most everything I'm going to do is going to have a slight difference so we can kind of talk about it. I'll be showing a part list here in a minute. And let's get to building. So the sheet itself is 3/4 MDF plywood that I had got from Lowe's, about $23 for the sheet. Right here you see is a 4 foot by 3 foot section, because I'm thinking this is all I'm going to need to be able to do the bulk. From there we'll take more. So here are the 4 pieces that we've already cut. These here are 12 inches wide. And the side pieces are going to be 3 inches wide. All of them are 48 inches long. We're going to get the main structure here put together, glued, and braced. Then we'll start working on some other parts. All right, so here we are. Got a lot of other junk in the way, but we have the 12-inch wide sections here, the 3-inch wide sections here, all put together. I have a couple little clamps that I had from other projects, and I used a Hitachi finishing nailer with about I think they're about 2-inch brads. I think I ran a little short, and I also used some 1 3/4, but it's all glued together and all put together for right now. I made the hole, as you saw. What I did with it was, the kicker box came with a little guide. There you go. And when I measured it across, it was 9 inches and 1/4. So what I did was measured the whole length of the box, being 24 inches will be the middle. 24 is half of 48. And 6 inches is half of 12. So I made a mark at both areas to where they crossed, and then I drilled a hole. So once I drilled my hole, I actually just have my Craftsman router here, and I used a piece of just aluminum that I had. So with the cutting blade that I have here, from this measurement to the hole in this little piece of aluminum is 4 inches and 5/8, which puts you right at the half mark between 9 inches and 1/4. So once I cut this whole section out at the outer edge, makes the speaker fit perfectly in the box. We're going to test fit the speaker in the box, and we're going to look down through it to see the gap. So now here is the kicker comp 10 resting in the box. The CRT sub is the slim mount sub, so it's more shallow than the big CVTs, the truck subs they used to have. And down in the box, let's see if I can get it to zoom. We have roughly 1/4 inch underneath the sub. Yeah, here we go. So we're going to be making the ends for it and the front gap, and then after that, the box will be pretty much done. So here are the end pieces I made to fill in kind of where the seat has a little curvature in it, you'll see. But what I've done is cut out the shape here. I'm just trying to, use this wood as possible. And it fits about right there like that. And it'll fit on the side. So I'm going to cut out the other section here in a bit. But this is what one end looks like on. It's going to sit it up about maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches off, so the sub will clear the floor. Then the front plate of thickness is going to go on about like that. Alrighty. So here's how the box fits in the truck. Flush up against the back. It sticks out a little bit here. I think I'm going to knock this off right here, and then go across with the flat front. If you come down from top, it goes pretty much straight down with the seats, so it doesn't really stick out much. But yeah, I think I want to knock off that end on each end, get my tape measure and see how much of them I need to knock off, and then be done with it. All right, I'll be back here in shortly. All right, so here we are. What we've changed on it was after we got it in the truck, I decided that I didn't want that piece that came out so much. So I cut that off and just added an extra piece of wood to the front just to cover up it. So the whole box is sealed. This little piece of trim is put there to kind of give the contour of the seat. And that's about it. So what I'm going to do is actually put a little bit of foam on the whole box, and then I am going to, on the visibility parts that you could see, and then I'm going to wrap it in black vinyl. Truck is leather. A vinyl box is going to look a little bit more clean than your average carpet. Alrighty. So here's the box completely reassembled. So what I've done is taken the wood that I had and wrapped it in some about 1/2 inch foam. Then I wrapped it in some black vinyl pieces. Then went around and stapled it. So the box does have a soft, plush feel to it. Very easy to wipe off. And then I coated the wood with just some black spray paint. It's going to be all under the seat. You won't see anything but the vinyl. And underneath, the sub will be down firing. We'll let all this dry and get the sub and stuff installed tomorrow morning. And I'll take some pictures after it's in the truck. Alright, now that we're out in some daylight, this is what the box is going to look like. You see it from the front of the truck. Got a little gap down underneath there, which is going to be fine. That's what I wanted. The subwoofer is going to be installed here in a little bit. And the top is painted in black. We got the 8 gauge speaker wire. Go big or go home. Ain't no need to use anything smaller. You probably could. With the Kicker Comp RT10, and it's wired in series, which is the negative and the positive going to the amp. But here, the positive and the negative are jumped together. In parallel would be the same, negative and positive going to the amp, but the positive to positive and negative to negative. This will take this single dual voice 1 ohm voice coil speaker to a 2 ohm, which is what the kicker amp is. And we'll be getting it into the truck. I just drilled a hole, ran the wire through. I'm going to put silicone through there and then mount the speaker. All right, so there we have it. Speaker's installed. Like I said, the vinyl doesn't look the prettiest from underneath. I can probably do something to dress it up, but it's no big deal for me. I'm going to fold the speaker down so we can see how it looks once it's in there. So, yeah, it's going to be in there. Speaker still does have a little clearance to fire. Alrighty. Get the truck here in a
So
bit.
here's the speaker box install. And got a nice little wrinkle here that I'm gonna work on getting out, probably with a blow dryer or something, see if this vinyl will do anything. But you know, it'll sit just smoothly underneath a seat like that. I think it looks pretty good. All right, let me know what you think. Hit the like button in the comments, and like I said, the seat goes all the way down, doesn't move anywhere from there, and that's fine for me. Alrighty. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe.